fielder, Alexander Shaw. First pitch, 7:03, 74 degrees. Left fielder, number 13, Zach Diedrich. designated hitter number 10, Enrique Villalobos.
What was the number of lives you got?
Tucked away in the northeast corner of the U.S., there is a small town where tomorrow never comes. Here, the warm glow of bygone days are collected and safeguarded for all time. Our story lies within these walls. Triumphs of spirit, artifacts of greatness, legendary tools of a beloved trade. But whenever the present turns its eyes to the past, the most coveted treasures are the heroes.
play, Ethan Schulte. Catcher, Jackson Schultz. Third baseman, Drew Crest. Right fielder, Danny Dubuque. Jaden Stokel. Left fielder, Sean Deaconhart. Right fielder Brandon Zeman leading off for the Pioneers.
Welcome to the Lumber Kings broadcast. Andre Tejeda here with you. We are in the top of the second. Brandon Zeman popped up to the center fielder, route number one. The Warriors taking a 3-1 lead after a litany of errors from Alleman High School Pioneers. Take an early 3-1 lead. Now batting is Joseph Alonso, showing bunt, called a strike as he missed it. He's the catcher tonight. I want to thank you for joining us for our second game of action here tonight. In all transparency, we were planning just the one live stream, but we figured let's get both. 1-1 pitch on the way from... As a swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Excuse me, I'm starting to get the name here. Casey Kittering is on the mound. He's wearing number 1 for the Warriors. Also get your lineups and all that great stuff. As the 1-2 pitch comes in. A breaking ball falls in the zone. Got him looking. That is the 4th strikeout tonight for Kittering. Second out of the inning. He got 3 strikeouts. Or punch-outs, in the top of the first inning. However, one was a drop third strike. Alexander Shaw, reached on the drop third strike. He came around to score on a sac fly RBI by Adam Barrios, who bats third. First pitch in to Thomas Todd, wearing number 16. Above the head, he has to duck. Todd is pitching for the Pioneers. He has 2 strikeouts through just his first inning of work. Here's a 1-0 to Todd. Outside, make it 2-0. Actually, we'll call it a strike. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. And that's high and inside. And over the head of Thomas Todd. 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way from Kittering. And that one may have gotten him. No. That was inside close. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, the pitch from Kittering. Called a strike low and away. Count is full. Just about to be 7:30 local time. We're getting that golden hour light here at the ballpark. Entirety of the infield is covered in shade. And here's the payoff pitch. A breaking ball that clips the top of the zone. Called strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Kittering through 2 innings of work. A 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll be back after the break. Bottom of the second coming up next.
Riverfront views, beautiful ballparks, historic windmills, amazing river cruises, celebrating the success of new housing and groundbreaking businesses. The Greater Clinton region is home to just about everything. For more information, visit us online at growclinton.com.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
Bottom of the second as you get a view of our beautiful scoreboard here at Nelson Court Field. The sun is hitting it ever so gently, giving it that warm colored look here. You can even see the showboat out in center field. New pitcher on the mound for the Alleman Pioneers. It'll be the first baseman moving to the mound, Barrios. Moving to first is Thomas Todd. His night is over. 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, 3 runs, only 1 earned. No walks and 2 strikeouts for Thomas Todd. Again, he moves over to first base. And now the pitcher for the Warriors, Casey Kittering, comes to the plate. And if you were paying attention to the scoreboard, that's right. 1 run is across the score for the Pioneers without a hit. First pitch to Kittering inside and high from Barrios. 1-0. Next pitch comes even closer as Kittering has to get out of the way. It's 2-0, or they called it a strike. Oh, nope, never mind. That was just an error on the operating board. We have it right here on our stream. Here's a 2-0. And there's a strike down the middle, and Kittering agrees and nodding his head.
Last call for the concession stand on the first base side. Last call for the concession stand.
7:30 here at the ballpark. Here's a 2-1. A good block behind the plate. Makes it 3-1. One pitch. Just outside, that's ball 4, and Kittering is on with a free pass.
First baseman, Gavin Stewart.
Gavin Stewart steps in. He's the 9-hole hitter. First pitch. In there for a strike at the letters, 0-1. One pitch on the way from Barrios. Swung on, fouled. That hits off of Stewart's leg. Oh, 2 pitch, runner at first, nobody out. And a breaking ball plunks Stewart. And the next man moves on to first with a quote-unquote free pass. Price of admission to first was a little bump on the back.
Center fielder,
Go to the top of the
Xander
order.
Tierney.
Xander Tierney. Lions will have a meeting with Barrios on the mound. We'll get you the starting lineup here for the Warriors. Xander Tierney to lead things off, followed by Ethan Schulting, excuse me. Jackson Schultz in the 3-hole. Drew Christ batting 4th. Danny Delaney batting cleanup. Jaden Stotchel batting 6th. Sean Degenhart batting 7th. Casey Kittering batting 8th. And Gavin Stewart batting 9th. First pitch to Tierney after the mound visit was called a strike. 0-1. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Both runners advancing to the bases on a base on balls and a hit by pitch. And as I mentioned that, Tierney nearly gets hit by the pitch. It's 1-1. Warriors lead 3-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, and 2 on. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the left side. Count is now 1-2. This is game 2 of a doubleheader. East Dubuque Warriors won the game against the Alleman Pioneers varsity team 7-1 in 7 innings. Here's the 1-2. Swung on down the third base line and foul once again. In that game, we saw an impressive pitching performance from the Warriors starter who pitched a complete game. 7 innings, allowing 3 hits, 1 run that was earned, 3 walks, and an even 10 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. That's the first strikeout for Barrios. Also, that's the first out of the inning. Ethan Schulting will step in. He reached on an E5.
Second baseman, Ethan Schulting.
And 4 errors in the ballgame just in that first inning. First pitch swung on and fouled out of play over the roof of the stadium and into the parking lot. We hope that your car did not get hit by the leather pearls here at the ballpark. 0-1 pitch. 1 out and runners at first and second. High and inside above the letters and Knuckles makes it 1-1, or excuse me, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Swung on down the third base line and foul just beyond the reach of the third base coach. And I'm sure he's getting a little bit of a heckling there. You got to get the glove down, coach. He gets back into his coaching box. Here's the 1-2. Inside, gets away from Alonso behind the plate. He slides and throws. No, he'll think otherwise. And Stewart will just go from first to second without any issues. That'll be a pass ball. Schulting with a 2-2 count, and both runners in scoring position at second and third. Only 1 out. Adam Barrios sets and fires a 2-2. Called strike 3, looking at the top of the zone. A little bit of delayed call behind the plate, but a strikeout nonetheless. Back-to-back strikeouts for Barrios. This one looking this time. His second strikeout, second out of the inning. And now Jackson Schultz steps in. He reached on an error as well. Was cut down at second on the fielder's choice on an attempted double play. First pitch, high above the head of Schultz. Schultz is a little guy, so he didn't really have to duck much. And if you're joining us, this is the Alleman High School Pioneers versus the East Dubuque Warriors JV game. 1-0 pitch on the way from Barrios. Popped up on the infield, now trailing foul. Alonso gets the mask off, goes, and he got a piece of it on the glove, but could not corral it. That would have been out number 3, but instead, it's another life for Schultz. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. The pitch from Barrios. On the ground, foul down the third base line. And Barrios has pushed him all the way to the edge here. Schultz with 1 strike to work with. Barrios is looking to get the end, or the final out here in the inning. The 1-2. Check swing, he did go. It was a catch. And they're going to throw to first, and it's an overthrow. A run. Well, no, they're going to say it was called strike 3. They said that he made the catch behind the plate. So what's the call here? I guess they will say strike 3 swinging. So Barrios, after allowing a walk and a hit by pitch, strikes out the next 3 batters to get out of the innings with runners at second and third. We'll be back after these messages. Top of the third coming up next.
riverfront views, beautiful ballparks, historic windmills, amazing river cruises, celebrating the success of new housing and groundbreaking businesses. The Greater Clinton region is home to just about everything. For more information, visit us online at growclinton.com.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
Top of the third inning coming up next here at Nelson Court Field. Andre Sada here with you. We're just about at the 7:40 mark of the day tonight. It'll be number 4, Javen Johnson, the shortstop.
Leading off, Javen Johnson.
First pitch to Javen on the way from Casey Kittering. Right back to Kittering. He picks it up on a couple hops. Walks halfway over to first and fires for out number 1. A 1-3 in the scorebook. Will Hampton comes up to the plate.
Third baseman Will Hampton.
Plays third base at the hot corner. Game started at 7:03 p.m. This one's popped up to the right side, out of play. Started with a 74-degree forecast. It's a little cloudy, as you can see on our YouTube broadcast in center field. Infield playing normal depth. Here's the 0-1 to Hampton. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. Actually, no, that actually was off of the netting. Count is 1-2. Kittering through 2 1/3 innings so far has 5 strikeouts. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking on the breaking ball. Strikeout number 6. Top of the order coming up next, it's Alexander Shaw, center fielder. First pitch to Shaw on the way. A breaking ball that broke too low. It's 1-0. Shaw reached on a drop third strike. Would come around to score on Barrios' sacrifice fly RBI. This pitch hit over to the second baseman. Schulting picks it up, fires to first in time. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Warriors. We'll be back after these messages. Bottom of the third coming up next.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
Some drugs and alcohol during adolescence interferes with brain development, reduces academic and athletic performance, and increases the risks of accidents and serious health conditions like addiction.
Youth who consistently learn about the risks from their parents are up to 50% less likely to use drugs and alcohol.
Talk to your children about the risks associated with drugs and alcohol. Talk early and talk often.
Bottom of the third inning here at Nelson Court Field. New pitcher for the Pioneers as we await the name corresponding to that
Number
number.
23, Drew Christ. Hitting on.
Unfortunately, we do not have a name assigned to that number. We do have possible names. There's no number 22 for now, but Barrios' night is done. Recorded 3 strikeouts in his 1 inning of work. No hits.
Now pitching for Alleman, number 22, Joseph Alonzo.
All right, so we do have a name. That's Joseph Alonzo, who's pitching. Two-0 pitch from Alonzo, hit well into left field. Going back on it is Dietrich, excuse me. And he and the center fielder Shaw run into each other. The ball drops. Shaw fires it into second, and over goes the second baseman, and over to first. To Barrios. That'll be an error. That's got to go in E. That's going to be an E8.
Right fielder, Danny Dubuque.
Barrios moves back over to first base. Still have yet to figure out where Todd's at. First pitch swinging is Danny Delaney. That's strike one. Pitch is high and inside. 1-1. One pitch. Low in the dirt, make it 2-1. Drew Christ at second base after reaching on an error. He's 0 for 2, reaching on 2 errors in this game. This one's air-mailed over Delaney's head and over Alonzo behind the plate. And the runner advances to third on the wild pitch. That's ball 4. And I believe I figured out who our new catcher is. That's C.J. Carruthers. Todd will go to second.
Shortstop, Jaden Stokel.
Pitch gets underneath Carruthers. He can't get a hold of it. And so Delaney will go to second on a stolen base. Jaden Stokel will look at ball 1 there. And now with runners in scoring position at second and third and nobody out, a prime opportunity for the Warriors. Pitch was inside. He swung at it and hit it off the inside part of the bat. Maybe got a little bit of the gloves there. The count's 1-1. Next pitch outside, 2-1. Fans will have another ball game here at Nelson Court Field on Friday. This next pitch called a strike 2-2. Be sure to keep an eye out on our social medias to make sure you can get out to the ball game. Here's the 2-2. This high, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at second and third, and first base unoccupied. Here's the 3-2. Low, ball 4, and now we have no vacancy on the bases. And Stockel moves over to first on a base on balls. With the bases loaded, it's Sean Degenhart. He struck out looking his last time. Todd struck him out for his second strikeout of the night. First pitch swinging and missing makes it 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. This one airmailed to the backstop, comes straight back, but Carruthers was unable to get his footing, and a run will score. Had he been able to, he may have been able to get the runner at the plate. Carruthers is down and keeled over. Head coach coming out. He's at the bottom of your screen there. Carruthers slid as he tried to make the play. Maybe it stretched out a muscle a little too much. But a run does come across the score on a wild pitch. And the Warriors now lead at 4-1. All the other runners advance as well, 90 feet. Count is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Runners in scoring position at second and third. Swing and a miss makes it strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The pitch. Another airmailed pitch. This one comes right back. Flipped over to the plate. Not in time, and another run scores on a wild pitch. All runners advance another 90 feet, and the Warriors take a 5-1 lead. Count is now 2-2 with nobody out and a runner 90 feet away. Sean Degenhart with a 2-2 count. Joseph Alonso fires. Hit well. Popped up. Coming in on it is Dietrich. He makes the catch. The runner will tag. Here's the throw to the plate. It's going to be close. He did not get him. The ball came loose. It was pinned underneath his leg. Oh my goodness. That's as bang bang as it gets, folks. Carruthers just smothered the ball. It looked like he made the catch, but it was just pinned underneath the glove, and the Warriors take a 6-1 lead. It was a great throw from Dietrich in left field, but unable to make the catch was the catcher. Oh my. Casey Kittering comes in, looks at ball 1. And the 1-0. Outside 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Called a strike, low and away, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, nobody out, or excuse me, 1 out and nobody on base. A swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Temperature has dropped a little bit here on the riverfront. Ball game started at 74 degrees. It's dropped to the high 60s at 69 degrees. It's a full count now after the wild pitch. Casey Kittering walked his first time up and advanced the second on a pass ball. And this one's just outside, ball 4. So back-to-back at-bats in back-to-back innings for Kittering, and he reaches first base on a 4-ball pass.
Gavin Stewart.
Gavin Stewart steps in, and we're going to have a mound visit. Be mindful that there was no one in the bullpen. Fans, we want to make you aware that we do again have baseball on Friday night. I believe it will be a doubleheader, so be sure to follow the Lumber Kings on all their social media so that you can be on top of the action. We have not decided if we'll do another live stream. We would like to. But it all kind of boils down to what we have left to do in the season and what we need to get done. As you know, 20 more days until opening day. It's fast approaching, folks. Mound visit over. Lonzo looks over to first and fires the first pitch, called a strike, low and away to Gavin Stewart. 3 runs have come across to score in this inning. Big swing there, makes it 0-2. Warriors lead 6-1. Bottom of the third. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Got him swinging. That's the first strikeout for Alonso. And second out of the inning. Go to the top of the order. It'll be Xander Tierney, the center fielder, coming up next.
Center fielder, Xander Tierney.
First pitch to Tierney. Low and away, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Just outside, 2-0. Alonso sets. Fires the next pitch. Misses high. Carruthers pump fakes to first as if he was just going to throw. But no throw was released. It's 3-0. Three-0 pitch. Outside again. And that's a free pass. 4 pitches. Equals 90 free feet. Kettering advances to second on the walk as Ethan Schulting comes in. He is the 8th batter in the inning. First pitch to Schulting, just outside, 1-0. Fans, you've probably noticed that the weather is warming up. And with that weather comes summer. And if you're in the you're experiencing summer in Clinton, you're going to experience the shadfly effect. And that will be hitting hard here at Nelson Corp Field, more so this year than any other year combined. The Lumber Kings are rebranding as the Shadflies. You're getting a look at the skies here in Clinton. What started out as an April Fool's joke has come to life. New general manager Nate Vanderbleek, and I'm sure he won't mind me sharing this story, arose from his slumber on April 1st as this one's hit over to the left side and through the infield into left field. Dietrich picks it up, another play at the plate. Here's the throw. It's going to be a close one, not in time. It'll be an RBI single. The runner advances on the throw to second base. Kettering scores. Tierney goes to third. And as we mentioned, Schulting with the RBI single will advance to second on the throw. And we go to our ninth batter of the inning. As I was rudely interrupted by that RBI single, Nate Vanderbleek, the new general manager of the Clinton Lumber Kings and now Clinton Shadflies, arose from his slumber on April Fool's morning, April 1st, and an idea hit him in the shower. This one's popped up into center field, and a catch by the second baseman, and I think that'll be a good cliffhanger. We'll come back with the story coming up next in the top of the third inning. Four runs will come across the score in the inning, making it 7-1. We'll be back after the break and talk more about Mr. Vanderbleek and his shower idea.
Whether you want to get out and get active, become involved in the arts, or simply sit back, relax, and enjoy the river view, Clinton is the place for you. Clinton is a family-friendly city. Our large parks and recreation department is filled with programs, amenities, activities, and of course parks for people of all ages to enjoy. Located on the Mississippi River, people in Clinton enjoy water activities and scenic views. There's always fun entertainment happening in the city, from our theater and art gallery to our museums, community events, and unique local shops. Residents and visitors alike can take advantage of all that there is to do any day of the week. Clinton is the best of both worlds. We have open space for active lifestyles and a quaint small-town atmosphere, blended with modern amenities and activities similar to our larger metropolitan neighbors. Visit Clinton today, a great place to live.
Welcome back to the Lumber Kings YouTube broadcast. Andre Saheda here with you. We left you in the bottom of the third and anticipating suspense about the new general manager, Nate Vanderbleek, and his epiphany in the shower for the idea of the Clinton Shadflies. So, Nate Vanderbleek, the morning of April 1st, got the idea to rebrand the Clinton Lumber Kings as, mind you, an April Fool's joke. And it went very well. He gained some inspiration, created a decent logo, as you're getting a view of the first pitch here, called a strike, 0-1. And so Nate created a logo, and I would say it wasn't a rather crude logo, as this one hits the first batter in Zane Dietrich. And we posted this logo on Facebook, on our social medias. And it was an encrypted sort of post. If you looked at it, it said April Fools in each the first letter of every sentence as this pitch gets away, or pickoff move. The throw down to second will be not in time. He beats the throw. Safe is the call. That'll be an E1. And so the Shadfly logo went on. We put the little encrypted text on social media that spelled out April Fools as the beginning letter of each sentence. And a lot of people gave us the impression that we should go ahead and do this. Multiple comments from, why is this not a real thing, to, I would buy so much merch of this logo. And we've been in talks with Ted Torno. As many of you know, Ted Torno, the general manager of the Lumber Kings for the last 25 years, as here's a strike three swinging. That was not Adam Barrios in that order. It was number 27. I did not get the name there. And another batter coming up, number 14. There'll be a new cycle of batters here with a runner at second. This one popped up to second base and caught for out number 2. And so, when we put the idea out, people were telling us we needed to continue with this idea, we needed to push this idea, we needed to continue with this marketing plan. We consulted Ted Torno, and he gave us the green light to continue. A ground ball to second, over to first in time, a 4-3 putout for out number 3, stranding a runner at second after the hit by pitch. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll continue the story after the break. Bottom of the 4th coming up next. Welcome back to Nelson Corp Field. You're seeing Brad Seward, the voice of Nelson Corp Field, and the new general manager, Nate Vanderbleek, through our press box windows. Nate Vanderbleek, the genius behind the Shadflies rebrand, is working his former station as the ribbon board operator. Is he looking dead at us, giving us the eyebrows? If you don't know Nate Vanderbleek is a joy to work with, a very funny guy, and obviously very creative, coming up with that Clinton Shadflies look for us. And so Ted Torno gave us the okay, if you're just joining the story from the previous inning, as Zeman is on the mound for the Pioneers. Brandon Zeman will go from right to pitch. I'm assuming Alonso will go out to... Oh, Todd will continue to be the moving piece here. He'll go out to right field. Let me make these corrections here in my scorecard, or not corrections, but amendments here. Oh, they're going to call time here. I guess there was somebody moving behind the plate. Yeah, they're trying to get the batters out of the way here. Anyway, so we got the all clear from Ted. He told us that we should go with the idea, see what we could do. But obviously we didn't want to use the crude Shadfly logo is this a little chopper over to short. Johnson picks it up, fires the first in time. Out number 1, a 6-3 putout. So Nate, with his curiosity and creativity, decided to make a clean Shadfly logo that we would be proud of, with a new color scheme and a new look. And we are proud to say that we now have Clinton Shadfly merch for pre-order, and actually some of those pre-orders have gone out. Says pitch bounces to the plate 1-0. And we've seen people wearing their Shadflies merch around on social media. People have been posting pictures. If you see me out on the road, you'll see the Shadflies look or hat on my dashboard of my car. This pitch called a strike inside. It's 2-1. And the Shadflies logo has been a big success. So a lot of credit to Nate Vanderbeek. If you're going to leave your mark on a historic franchise, that's one way to do it. And the outpouring of support that we at the front office have seen from the Shadflies logo and the Shadflies rebrand has been one of the most insane things we've ever. We never thought it would go any further than an April Fool's joke. Three-one pitch, plunks Delaney. That's a hit by pitch there. So, from the bottom of all of our hearts here at the Clinton Baseball Organization, we want to thank the supporting fans, not only in Clinton but around the baseball world, who have supported us in this adventure and in new waters of the Clinton Shadflies brand. First pitch outside to Stockel. 1 out, 1 on. Seems that the Pioneers have exhausted their arms. Zeman is trying to get the ball over the plate. Next pitch bounced in for a ball, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Gets away from the catcher. Delaney will go to second on the passed ball. And a runner now in scoring position. Three balls, no strikes. 1 out and 1 on at second base in scoring position. Here's a pitch. Swung on into center field. Going after to Shaw. He leaps over his head. The ball gets past. Delaney going to third, rounding third. Here comes a throw from center. Gets past to the pitcher. No throw at the plate, and it's an RBI double. Warriors now lead 8-1 on the RBI double from Stotzel.
Sean Degenhart.
And Sean Degenhart steps in. He had the sacrifice RBI, sac fly RBI to left field, and a bang-bang play at the plate that scored Danny Delaney. First pitch popped up to the left side. Hampton calling for it. He gets a hand up, makes a one-handed grab, and that's out number 2, a P5.
Pitcher, Casey Kettering.
Casey Kettering steps in. Here's going to be my final piece of the Shadflies thing. We do have the merch, so be sure to buy it. We have not announced a date that we will wear or release the Shadfly shirts and jerseys and paraphernalia. This pitch called a strike. But we have seen an outpour of love for these designs, so we do hope that you come on down to Nelson Court Field and get your officially licensed Shadflies merch. Here's a pitch, or the pitch bounced back to first, over to third, or excuse me, back to the pitcher, over to first, and they get out of the inning with just 1 run. That's a 1-3 put out for out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. The Warriors lead 8-1.
breathtaking riverfront views, beautiful ballparks, historic windmills, amazing river cruises, celebrating the success of new housing and groundbreaking businesses. The Greater Clinton region is home to just about everything. For more information, visit us online at growclinton.com.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think about calling for a ride. Nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that can happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone.
Top of the fifth inning, Thomas Todd at the plate. Kittering back on the mound. First pitch called a strike, low and away. My goodness. Might have been a little generous there. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Two pitch on the way from Kittering. Called strike three, looking in the lower outer part of the zone. And that is 8 full strikeouts for Kittering. Javen Johnson steps in. First pitch inside, 1-0. Next pitch, called a strike, 1-1. Not that I want people to be in trouble here, but apparently my scorebook is out of order. I have Javen Johnson on deck. Don't think I missed anything here. But it's strike two either way. Curveball or slider, low and away. It's 2-2. Two pitch on the way. Low in the dirt, make it a full count, 3-2. Warriors leading 8-1. Top of the fifth inning, playing a full 7. And payoff pitch on the way. Swung on, a line drive to the third baseman. Christie makes the catch, and they'll toss it around. Second out of the inning.
Third baseman Will Hampton.
And now it's Will Hampton to step in. First pitch on the way. Called a strike. Low, 0-1. Chris making that catch on the line drive. It's at the second out, and now the next pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Low and inside, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Hampton. Popped up to the right side. Stewart camping underneath it at first. Makes a one-handed grab, and that's out number 3. A P3 and a 1-2-3 inning for the Warriors. Top of the 5th coming up next.
Riverfront views, beautiful ballparks, historic windmills, amazing river cruises, celebrating the success of new housing and groundbreaking businesses. The Greater Clinton region is home to...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a 5-inning game, and if we can pull up the scoreboard here, it's a official no-hitter for the East Dubuque Warriors. They allowed only 1 run, no hits, 5 errors for Alleman. East Dubuque victorious with 8 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. A no-hitter here at Nelson Court Field for Casey Kittering. Congratulations to the young man. A final score of 8-1. Final thoughts for the ball game. A tough game for Alleman High School. However, it's not the end of the road here. Alleman still has 1 more game to play. East Dubuque, congratulations on a great season here in 2024. As again, the varsity clinching their division, the JV here doing everything they can to improve on their freshmen and on their underclassmen. But a great game here nonetheless in the doubleheader. Andre Seda here for everyone who made this broadcast possible. Wanting to thank you for joining us here on another edition of Lumber Kings Broadcast Television. Again, final score, East Dubuque Warriors 8, Alleman High School 1, and a no-hitter here at Nelson Court Field.